Floyd Mayweather versus Berto. As we've got closer to this fight, more and more people have been talking about the upset. I watched Dwyer's video the other day when he was talking about ways for Berto to win this fight. I'm afraid that I'm sceptical. Often as we get to Mayweather fights, I buy into the hype of an opponent. I remember, for example, when Mayweather fought Marcus Maidana, an opponent I viewed as vastly inferior. By the time it got to fight night, I was getting excited for that fight. I was buying into the Maidana hype. And I recognise in myself that I'm the type of individual who can sometimes buy into hype ahead of a big fight. A good example would be that I am very much currently buying into the Dillian Whyte hype ahead of his fight with the much more proven Anthony Joshua. I have even on occasion bought into the Kevin Johnson hype ahead of his big fights, such as the ones with Anthony Joshua, But I'm not buying into this hype around Berto. I'm really not. I know Berto's taken his knocks and he's come back. I know he's improved under Virgil Hunter. I know he's fast, and I know he hits hard. I know he's got nothing to lose. I know there's no pressure on him. But does he have the skill set and capability to defeat Floyd Mayweather? In my opinion, no. Let's be honest, Floyd is one of the elite defensive fighters of all time. At any weight, pound for pound. There's a strong argument that he could be one of the greatest defensive fighters of all time. He's up there with the Pernell Whitakers, James Toney's, those sort of guys. I think Willie Pep, they say, is the all-time great from back in the day. But Floyd Mayweather's top of the tree. He also, in my opinion, has a very, very good chin. Let's be honest, Mayweather's been in there with guys who are weight classes above him. I mean, if you look at Canelo and Mayweather next to each other, you'd presume Canelo was probably 2 weight classes above Floyd rather than 1. The size difference in that Oscar De La Hoya match, and I know De La Hoya was weight trained, but the size difference was vast. In the Maidana matchup, there was at least 1 weight class between them in appearance, maybe 2 again. Floyd's been in with big punches. Floyd's been in with hard punches. Floyd's been in with much more physically stronger men than him. But his defensive skills and his toughness has seen him good. And Floyd's got a very good chin. People don't credit Floyd's chin enough. That punch that, say, Mosley landed on him, it's gone down in folklore, but it didn't drop Mayweather. Mayweather still had his wits about him to hold, to cover up, to ride that, and to recover from it. It didn't drop him. Mayweather's got a very, very good chin, and he's got an elite defence. Berto's technically poor. At the elite level, at the Floyd Mayweather level, he's technically poor. In my opinion, he's predictable. And whilst he can hit, whilst you don't want to get hit by Berto, I'm not buying into the fact that Berto is elite power compared to some of the guys Floyd's been in with. Anyone can hit anyone. Any man can hit any other man. In boxing, in MMA, in a street fight, and you never know what happens. Getting hit on the chin is no science as I see it. Any man can hit another man and they can go. We can't rule Berto out conclusively. Mayweather could break his hand on Berto's face in the first minute of the first round. There could be a clash of heads and Mayweather could get cut badly. Mayweather could, pull a muscle, break a leg. But outside of something like that happening, I think this is one of the safest fights you're going to see. I think the gap in class is going to be vast. I think Berto's lack of defence is going to make him a sitting duck to Floyd's main weapons. That left hook. He's just waiting to get hit by it. And I really don't see Floyd taking any punishment. I think Berto lacks the technical skills. And I also think he lacks the sort of come forward mauling ability of a Marcus Maidana kind of character. I don't see him sitting in either of those 2 camps, that he could dethrone Floyd. I view it as a very easy win for Floyd. And I think Floyd is going to, even though Floyd isn't a knockout artist, I think Floyd's dominance is going to be as such that if he pushes for it, he can get the knockout and he can force the stoppage. We've seen fights where Floyd has been very dominant and not done it. Robert Guerrero, Canelo. But Andre Berto probably, well, he's certainly not the calibre of a Canelo, let's put it that way. And I think if Floyd is looking to make a statement, if Floyd is looking to make some waves, this could be the first Mayweather stoppage we've seen for some time. Maybe it's a bold prediction, but I'm picking Floyd by late KO here. I just think he's going to be hitting Berto with such regularity. And I think after 7 or 8 rounds of total frustration from Andre Berto not being able to land on Floyd, he's going to become more and more desperate and as a result become more and more open. I'm picking Floyd Mayweather by KO. Don't get me wrong, Floyd's getting older, he's cautious. If he's 8 or 9 rounds up, if he's not getting hit, he may decide just to coast to the points win. We've seen him do that before, and I don't rule it out. But I think the gap in class here could be so vast that after 7 or 8 rounds, Berto will be crushed. Physically, mentally, emotionally, and I could see the stoppage coming. For me, this is master versus student, and yeah, it's going to be easy work for Floyd. Let me know your thoughts on this fight. Hope you've enjoyed this video. Many thanks for watching.